Gaming has gotten a bit controversial lately. It used to be that if you wanted to not finance perceived despicable behavior in the gaming industry, all you had to do was avoid like one game every 2 or 3 years. These days, companies are doing all kinds of flack-taking shit, and they're inviting all their workplace acquaintances along as a bonding experience. Whether it's sexual harassment or crunch or divisive political stances or over-monetization or what have you. If you regard yourself as the type of consumer who keeps your conscience in your wallet, you're having a heck of a time navigating these murky waters and trying to make sure you don't accidentally microscopically enable actions or principles you're against. I have yet to encounter this problem personally because even if I were that type of person, historically none of the boycott-worthy games have been any good, or to my taste. It's easy to say you're boycotting Activision Blizzard when you never gave a fuck about Overwatch 2 to begin with. I think their phone number requirement thing is absurd, so even if I was interested in Overwatch 2, I would never play it for that reason, but that's less about me being against it in principle, though I am, and more about I specifically am not willing to do that in practice. I'm not giving you my damn phone number like it's Tinder. Okay, I'm just not. The less random-ass companies that have my phone number, the better. I already hate how many of them have my email. My phone number is way more invasive. Apparently they are walking back the SMS stuff for existing people who have Battle.net accounts, but anyone who doesn't, and new players, still have to give Big Brother Blizzard their deets so they can have an angry face emoji texted to them every time some toddler on the other team reports them for being too good. Oh, and they're recording your voice chats, so you don't say naughty words. They say they only record the voice chats of people who have been reported, but that must happen retroactively, or else how would you determine if the report was accurate? Otherwise it would be a Spider-Man everybody gets one situation, where you could go on there and be as toxic as you want for free until the first report comes in. I guarantee you you're all being recorded at all times. They're just gonna say they don't look at it unless you get flagged, when I predict they're actually the ones who will be flagging you. We're about a year away from Discord voice chat starting with an AI voice going, "This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes," and then they'll play Jazz Fusion for 30 seconds before anyone in the call can hear each other. Toxic behavior is already so impossible to define. You gonna stick with slurs, or are we gonna ban people for calling each other idiots? What kind of utopian Elmo's world climate are you trying to turn online games into? It's like a watered-down office job where you have to watch what you say because the workplace snitch might be in earshot and run and tell HR on you. Trying to make the space safe for kids and tweens who by ESRB standards shouldn't be on the fucking game to begin with, as well as sensitive adults with mental disorders who cut themselves when it's too hot outside. That's who we're catering to? The lowest common denominator of tolerance, the most easily offended people in any given situation, always a recipe for success. Hey, why don't we bend over backwards to accommodate this fringe minority of people who treat trash talk like it's physical violence and alienate the majority of well-adjusted people who don't curl up in the fetal position when they're exposed to the kind of online multiplayer climate we all grew up with for the last 20 years. I guess we're just better. Mentally just better individuals. It is objectively better to not be fragile twigs that could snap at any moment. There is no positive spin you can put on being a breakdown waiting to happen. Just get off the damn internet. You were not built to handle it. Go thrive somewhere else. If you can't take the heat, don't move closer to the equator and expect it to cool off for you, you entitled piece of broken shit. Don't let people bully you into not getting games you want to get, though. If you have any friends who would be like, if you're buying Hogwarts Legacy despite J.K. Rowling's transphobia, I can't even look at you. Unfollow me, you transphobic, transphobia-supporting transphobe. Do unfollow them. That dude or chick or undefined meat sack sounds annoying as hell. Hogwarts Legacy is one of those games where I honestly can't tell how good it's gonna be. It's basically up to the devs to deliver the best they can do, but it has the potential to be super good. And the best part is, I can play it without literally killing any trans people. Now, if playing it did kill trans people, hopefully I could still get away with just a couple hours. Like, when does the first body drop? Is it hour 3? Then I'll stop at 2:59 and I promise I won't go over. Unless I'm in the middle of a cutscene. Then obviously I have to finish it. The consequences will be sad, but it's not gonna leave me hanging. I think the funniest part is the knowledge that a healthy dose of trans people are still going to buy and play Hogwarts Legacy because they aren't Twitter freaks, and there's not a goddamn thing a straight cisgender Twitter activist can do about it besides deny reality and completely lose touch with a large portion of the people they've spent the last historical minute aggressively trying to shepherd. Just say who gives a shit and have fun. Although I'll be honest, if buying Hogwarts Legacy directly funded some kind of program that abducts trans people off the street and harvests them for parts, I'd be like, Well, it probably costs more than $60 each, right? Like, I at least can't fund an entire abduction. You gotta pay for the van, you gotta buy gas, who knows how far they're driving to pick these dudes up. They gotta get them, and then they gotta go all the way back to wherever they're dropping them, probably $70 just for the gas. You know what? I won't get the deluxe edition. They're gonna take my 60 and be like, shit man, this fuel only gets us 90% of the way there. We have to cancel this one, and then I'm in the clear. Yes, I did take the sorting hat quiz online, and yes, I did get Slytherin. That may not surprise you. Also, my Patronus is a stoat, and I think they only give that to autistic people. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Sunburned Albino. Watch all my videos, even if it literally kills trans people, and I'll see you guys next time.